Hey, what's up, guys? It's Dave from Dave Craves Raw Food, and this is a channel that speaks the truth. Raw food and detoxing. A lot of people think they go hand in hand, but there is a difference, and today we're going to talk about it. So, detoxification is a journey that I think everyone should go on, but there are times to detox, and there's time to maintain, and there's time to build. And I think a lot of people get so excited about the fact that we can detox our bodies. We get a little bit too caught up in just wanting to detox all the time. And I think that we need to realize that there's a time and a place for everything. So we gotta pick and choose when we want to do what. So let me explain it this way. Detoxification is intense. Detoxification is where you are going to be eating just fruits and green juices, and fruits and low-fat salads. And then the step up, you can go to just juices, you can go to just water or tea, and then you can go to dry fasting. And now these are all detoxification methods. And all of them are going to be low fat, and they're going to be high water content, and they are going to really scrub the intestines. They're really going to allow the body to have just enough energy to do what it has to do, but not too much stuff to bog you down. So the next thing I would have to say is a maintenance phase. And now the maintenance phase is very similar to detoxification, but you're adding certain things in that you're not going to want to add in when you're detoxified. So maintenance would be juices, fruits, salads, fats in moderation, and maybe some steamed vegetables or something like that. And now that is maintenance. And I'm not saying like to eat potatoes and stuff. What I've found is raw food is the truth. There's a hornet or something right there. I don't know if you can see that. I'm just watching him. I don't want him to get mad at me and hurt me, and then he might die if he stings me. I don't know if that happens to them, but so yeah, I want to promote raw food because it has the most energy. But if you need some vegetables, to sustain yourself, that are cooked and to keep you happy in life. And I mean, you could steam up some squash and mushrooms and carrots and make a soup, or that's totally fine. And then also sprouts are a big maintenance thing. And so that is more of like a maintenance diet. And you're doing maybe you're doing 2 salads a day sometimes. Maybe you're doing fruit and then a big salad. Maybe you're doing with avocados and stuff. Maybe you're doing green juices and fruit for breakfast, and then another green juice and fruit for lunch, and then a salad for lunch, and then like a vegetable soup or something for dinner. And you're eating more than you would be on a detox. So detoxing, you're going to want to eat less. So less is more. And a lot of times people get caught up in like food combining is important, but if you're on a maintenance phase and you're just like eating, and this is like a maintenance phase, I mean, it's like what you're just going to do the rest of your life after you detox. Now, I don't think it's good to get overly, unless you have sensitive, which detoxing should fix this, unless you have a really sensitive stomach and you get really bloated easy, like don't worry about food combining like that much. Like we just get so, I just noticed it in my life, and I noticed so many people on this raw food journey, they get so caught up in like everything needs to be perfect. If you food combine this with that, then you're gonna feel sick, and like half the time, it doesn't even happen. Like sometimes I'll put watermelon in my banana smoothie, and like sure, it's not perfect, but it doesn't really make me feel any certain way. And I'm not telling you to do that, but I'm just saying we gotta like chill out on ourselves. And like sometimes you eat some almonds with bananas, like nuts and fruit. You're not supposed to do that, but it's like, come on, dude. If you want to make a nut and date bar and put it in the freezer or something and have like a treat, like whatever. And then, so that's really the difference. Like, you don't want to get caught up in being perfect, but when you're doing detox and you're trying to get in and hit the body hard, you want to do everything right. You want to do everything perfect. You want to make sure that you are eating low fat, that you're going days where you just eat a little bit, and then you're going days where you just eat one fruit at a time. Because when you're doing a maintenance phase, like let's say you're eating raw food and you're not worried about detoxing, you're just like having fun, exercising, fueling your body so you can live your life. That's what eating is anyway, isn't it? Fueling your body so you can live your life. So if you get too caught up in it, it's not going to be beneficial. And also, like, if you're eating fruit for breakfast and fruit for lunch, even if it's like a big banana smoothie with dates, like, your body is handling that well. You're still pulling toxins that you've been breathing in and everything out, and then you eat a salad for dinner. So the maintenance phase of this, you're going to be detoxifying your body more than the average person, like 10 times more than the average person, just by eating raw foods. So unless you're, hey, I'm going to take 3 months, sorry it cut out, I'm going to try to get back where I was. You're going to take 3 months to do this, then you do it for 3 months and you hit it hard, and then you take a break and you get back on the maintenance plan for a little bit and build back up. And if you go on a very intense protocol, there's going to be another phase, building phase. And this is where you're adding in more things with protein and more things with fat. So you're eating more coconuts, maybe some more avocados, you're eating more nuts and seeds. And now you don't go straight from detoxing into eating all these foods. You ease in with the maintenance diet. You break, let's say, a water fast with fruit, and then you add in, a salad, like, slowly after that. Same with the juice fast. You guys know, I mean, if you don't know, listen up, this is what you do. So you slowly add in more dense and calorie dense foods and less water, more like dry foods. And then you work your way up to building, and then you can build back up for a month, 2 months, 3 months. Like, we don't need to go crazy, guys. We can just, like, do things slowly, and then, like, build your body back up, gain some muscle, go to the gym, start running again, get your fitness back up. And I think our bodies are set up to go in phases like that. Like, we're gonna have times of famine and we're gonna have times of feast. So I think it's very important to remember that. And when you feel like, hey, I've been really hungry lately, like, you get off a detox, it's been a couple weeks, and you're like, man, like, I wasn't that hungry on the detox, because you're in that kind of detoxy phase where some days you're just like, oh man, I feel great, I don't need to eat. And then when you're trying to build back up, like, let's say you got a little skinny because you were doing fasting and stuff, when you build back up, it's like, maybe you're that hungry because it's time to eat. And, like, just listen to your body, like, listen to what your body's telling you, and add in more things. And you could even get, like, a raw vegan protein powder. I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think depending on what your goals are, if you want to get your body built back up, like I said, eat the nuts, but you should really soak them first. You should culture them with probiotics. That'd be the best way to eat them. And make nut yogurts, make coconut yogurt. Add in a lot more grains for protein and amino acids. Add in the spirulina. You can also be doing spirulina while you're detoxing to help pull the heavy metals out, that sort of thing. Add in a lot more sprouts. Right now I'm actually in a kind of building phase. I've been eating a lot more greens and sprouts. Well, I've been juicing a lot more, but I've been growing my own sprouts that you've seen. So I eat a big bag a week at least. And my alfalfa sprouts, I eat a jar. Every 3 days I go through out like a 32-ounce jar of sprouts. I'm just trying to get my body a little bit more built up for the next fast that I'm doing. I don't know if I'm going to do a juice cleanse or if I'm going to do just like a fruit fast. But like I said, I'm not freaking out about it, because the whole time that I came off my juice cleanse, like, I've been eating very healthy, and I've been eating mostly raw, and I've been still slowly detoxing everything that's been coming into me negative. I've been detoxing out, so I don't have a big toxic load built up. And I think I'm making this video because there is a difference, and we can't get caught up in detoxing all the time, because One, that's not fun. Like, it is fun for a while, but then it's like every time someone wants you to like take a bite of something that is like maybe even cooked or maybe higher in fat, it's like you have this like, you're not living your life. Like, I'm not saying if you're not that personality to like, you know, like if you're not doing a cleanse, so there's like not cheat a little bit, like that's great, there's more power to you, but I don't think it's necessary to be so strict all the time. And keep it raw, man. Keep it raw, and you don't have anything to worry about. If there's times where you're eating like, you know, a cup of nuts a day for a little while, and like as long as it's not like backing you up, you're not getting constipated, you're not feeling sick from it, or you're not having stomach issues, and like, why are you so worried about it, you know? Like, just go with the flow, man. That's what this life is about, going with the flow and doing, not eating processed crap. And also food, this whole thing too is food is just part of it. Like, I'm sitting out in the sun right now. I've been exercising. I am working on thinking positive. You know, I'm helping people out in my life. I'm trying to be a good person overall. I'm trying to do things that are positive and create a better life holistically, because we got to remember it's all about holistic. Like, negative emotions are acidic, negative people in our life are acidic, and all of this, you can eat the perfect diet, you can eat all fruit that's grown in the best soil, but if you have stinking thinking, then you're not going to be well, you know what I mean? So that's kind of the reason why I wanted to bring this up too, is because you know, if you're constantly worried about like, is this perfect what I'm eating, is it all organic, is it not you know, too high in fat or too much this and that, and you're not like doing it like some sort of protocol where you decided, hey, for this month or 2 months or 3 months or even 6 months, I'm being very strict. If you're not in that phase, then don't be so strict, man. Like, just chill out. And I mean, I was that way. I've been doing this for 6 years, over 6 years now, so it's like almost 7 years coming up in September. It'll be 7 years that I got into this lifestyle. And I wish I heard this advice back then, because yeah, dude, you just get so caught up in just being perfect and everything needs to be perfect. But it's like, no, man, just smile and enjoy it, man. Enjoy the raw. Hey, so I don't know what happened, but my phone just kept shutting off. So I just want to say, just relax, you know? Like, with this whole detoxification thing, just relax. There are times when you hit it hard, and there's times that you don't. And don't feel bad if you know you should be hitting it hard and you're not, because guess what? Just flow with it, man. It'll happen when it happens. When you're ready, you're gonna do that 40-day juice cleanse. That's what happened to me, you know? And now after you do something like that, you're gonna be way more inspired to do it again. So just relax and find out what phase you're in, find out what your goals are, and you're either detoxing, you're maintaining, or you're building. And just think about that and keep things simple, and you're gonna reach your goals of health, because that's what we're meant to be, is healthy and happy. And I hope that this video helped you out. I hope that inspired you to figure out what is your goal, and you know, what phase are you in. And then once you figure out what phase you're in, that's when you can really make a plan and make a change in your life. And I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe if you want to see more videos. Hit that like button if you care too. If you don't, I love you, and I hope to see you guys soon.